In Washington state, as a massive wildfire rages, a different kind of firestorm has been ignited. This one wasn't started by a spark in the forest, but by an encounter between federal agents and the very people trying to put the flames out. Today, we're explaining the story of two wildland firefighters arrested by U.S. Border Patrol while on duty. An incident that has drawn fierce condemnation from state and national leaders. To understand what happened, we first need to go to the Olympic Peninsula in Washington. For nearly 2 months, the Bear Gulch Fire has been burning through the Olympic National Forest. As of this week, it has consumed almost 9,000 acres, making it the largest active wildfire in the state. Crews from across the region have been working tirelessly to contain the blaze, which remains a significant threat. It was against this backdrop of smoke and emergency that a confrontation unfolded. On Wednesday, August 27th, 2 contract firefighting crews, totaling 44 people, were at a staging area near Lake Cushman. They were preparing for another grueling day on the fire lines. But instead of heading toward the flames, they were met by federal agents. According to witnesses, the agents lined up all 44 firefighters and began checking their identification. The operation was swift. 2 of the firefighters were taken into custody. Fellow crew members reported they were not allowed to film the encounter or even say goodbye to their colleagues. The remaining 42 firefighters were then escorted off federal land, their work on the Bear Gulch Fire abruptly finished. So why were federal immigration agents arresting firefighters during a major wildfire? According to a statement from U.S. Customs and Border Protection, or CBP, their agents were there at the request of another federal agency, the Bureau of Land Management, also known as the BLM. The CBP stated this was part of a multi-agency criminal investigation, not into the firefighters themselves, but into the 2 private companies they worked for, Table Rock Forestry Incorporated and ASI Arden Solutions Incorporated, both based in Oregon. The BLM has since terminated its contracts with these companies. Federal authorities confirmed that the 2 arrested firefighters were in the United States illegally and were detained on charges of illegal entry and re-entry. They also noted that one of the individuals had a prior removal order. The 2 men were taken to a Border Patrol station in Bellingham, Washington. The news of the arrests on Thursday set off an immediate and intense political backlash. Senator Patty Murray of Washington condemned the action, calling the Trump administration's immigration policy fundamentally sick. She described the detention of firefighters on the job as immoral as it is dangerous, and is demanding immediate answers from the administration. The outrage was echoed by Senator Ron Wyden of Oregon, as one of the arrested men is from his state. He called the operation an evil stunt by the administration that makes communities less safe. Washington's Governor, Bob Ferguson, also expressed deep concern, questioning why cruel immigration policies now extend to individuals fighting forest fires. And the state's Commissioner of Public Lands, Dave Uptgrove, criticized the operation as crude and inhumane. For its part, the U.S. Border Patrol has defended its actions. The agency released a statement saying it steadfastly enforces the laws of the United States and unapologetically addresses violations of immigration law wherever they are encountered. The agency also maintains that its operation did not interfere with the overall firefighting efforts on the Bear Gulch Fire. Within the firefighting community, the incident has caused shock and dismay. Dennis Lawson, the president of the Washington State Council of Firefighters, noted that losing any team member hurts their ability to serve the community. Firefighters who witnessed the arrests described feeling intimidated and shaken. One crew boss said they wished the operation had been handled more humanely. The situation has also raised serious legal questions. Innovation Law Lab, a nonprofit legal group, is representing one of the detained men. They stated that the firefighter was unlawfully detained and that, as of Thursday, they had been unable to locate him to provide legal counsel, which is his constitutional right. This incident leaves several critical questions unanswered. While federal officials say firefighting operations were not impacted, the removal of a 44-person crew from the state's largest active wildfire raises concerns about resource allocation in an emergency. The nature of the criminal investigation into the contracting firms also remains unclear. But the most significant question this raises is one of policy and priorities.
The arrests have ignited a fierce debate about whether immigration enforcement should be carried out at the site of a natural disaster. It is a highly unusual practice that forces a direct conflict between two government mandates, protecting the country's borders and protecting its communities from immediate danger. As the Bear Gulch fire continues to burn, this incident has revealed a deep fault line in how those duties are carried out, leaving lawmakers, firefighters, and the public to grapple with the consequences.